Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another My Hero Academia What If. As you can see, I haven't forgot about it. What if Deku was betrayed? Now, you guys really do really want this What If back. I'm coming with it back, and so you're on as my apologies for that. I was just checking what episode we're actually on. This is episode 11. I was just checking the videos that also. Yeah, I was also checking the videos that actually was last time, and I actually remembered that we actually ended off with Deku having the flashback. So yeah, and let's just start the video. Guys, subscribe, and let's play the intro. Now, let's actually start off with the story. Now, after when Deku actually has his flashback, he actually just, looks at Nedry and smiles, thinking right there that he has to change, that he has to actually forget what happened in the past and move on. Yeah, sure, people make mistakes, they're human. So, we're not perfect, so even what they actually did due to him, how they killed Muriel and Nedry in front of him, they were scared. He knew that. So he doesn't want the same thing repeating again. So with that, he actually needs to bury up the past and move on with his life. Forgive and forget. Now, we're gonna do a time skip. We're gonna do a time skip to about a week inside a hero in internship, as Deku and Nedry have been working together. Seeing that Izuku is actually pretty much um let's just say a show off, a little bit of a show off when it comes to catching villains. He doesn't like fame or popularity, but he does like to show off in front of Nedry and Ryukyu. And Nedry gets so jealous of Izuku showing off, so she shows off too. Like they're having fun catching villain, and Ryuku just watching, he's just smiling. As yeah, that's pretty much it. As we're gonna go on to the hero killer stain, as Midoriya is actually just walking on the streets with Nedry, as they're just actually having a chill moment talking, as they were actually excited because when they actually come back from the hero internship, Nezu is actually going to put Ares inside a children's course for heroes and so on. As right there, it's pretty much a dream come true. And plus, they also have dorms to add into UA to better security and to better protect the students now on. This is actually going to be added in early into the anime, guys. So yeah, so the dorms are actually added in early. As they're actually just walking, naturally just talking on how right there, Eri is actually with Izara Sensei or whatever. As mostly right there, he's taking care of her when they're actually in the hero internship. As he trusts him, he trusts him. As they're walking along, they can actually hear explosion going on. And by the way, guys, this is actually during let's just say 8 o'clock or 9. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9 o'clock, yeah, PM. As explosions are actually just happening, as they actually look up, as they actually go to where the explosion is, as Midoriya actually activates one for all, and he just fully on the goes there. He just jumps. He just carries Nedry and then goes off. As they can see explosion, they can see no moves like going around and so you're on destroying the city. As as no, sorry, not Medora. Nedry says like, wait, what's that? As Medora just says like, wait, I've seen these things before, but different. As he has a flashback towards the USJ, like those Nomus. No, the Nomu that he just fought. As or that he says like, wait, that's a Nomu. And Nedry says like, whatever that thing is, we need to actually help. And right there, before they can even do anything, Riku disappears in her dragon form. As right there, she just says like, thank God I actually found you guys. As right there, Midori says like, Riku, as she says like, yep, go ahead. But first, evacuate the people right there who are actually inside this area. Make sure right that they actually get to safety. As they actually nod, and with that, they start helping people right there to evacuate. As let's just say like 10 minutes pass, as Midoriya already evacuated like one small girl to his mother. No, as small girl to her mother. As right there, he looks back like most of the heroes are there fighting off the Nomus. As with the Midoriya says like, well, it's time right there for my turn. And right there, he goes right there, flies towards one of the Nomus. And with that, he goes right there, lands one kick to the head, sending that Nomu flying back. And right there, Midoriya says like, okay, who is next? He just right there cracks right there his knuckles, and he gets like one load of bloodlust. And this sort of right there scares the Nomu, even though they are brainless and so on. They actually seem a little bit scared. And right there, Midori just fully on the charge up. He starts punching the Nomu, kicking the Nomu. Heck, he even grabbed one Nomu and slammed him on the floor, started dragging him. Kind of what Brody did to Goku in the Dragon Ball movie. Grabbed his head, dragged him across the ice. But Midori is actually dragging the Nomu across the floor, so yeah. As right there, he's just beating on Nomu, and he looks around to see like, yo, Ryuko and Nedry got separated. As he can see, and like Nedry just fighting off like a flying Nomu, and Ryuko doing the same. As they say like, huh, they can't handle themselves. After that, he Midori right there can't see like feels something right there, like he has a bad feeling, as he feels like somebody is actually in danger, like close to him. As right there, his senses are going off all over the place, and with that, Midoriya just goes and follow his senses. As right there, he's rushing. He said like, "Oh, please, actually, don't be a civilian. Please, don't be a civilian." And right there, he goes into one alleyway, and right there, what he saw shocked him, as he sees Ida right there with a knife in his leg, and also the famous hero killer Stain about to kill him. But that Midori just rushes, and right there he puts his hands on the ground and he goes and summons spikes. Remember, he has a new quirk. It's called Reform. That he can actually reform anything he actually touches, like anything. He can reform it into a diamond, gold, spikes, whatever he wants. He can reform it. As with that, like the Spike Rider comes close right there to Sting as he dodges out of the way, and he says like, "Oh great, another more fake heroes." As right there, Majora just rushes right there, tries to kick Stain. He tells him right there to get away from Ida. As Stain says like, "Well, look at what we have here. It's not one little brat." And he's actually defending right there this person who comes attacking me. And Majora's right there says like, what do you mean attacking you? You attacked my friend first. As Stain says like, huh, you mean the person right there who actually came looking for me? He was fully on right there following me, trying to track me down. Huh. All he does right there actually does right there paralyze his brother. Heck, he even deserved it. The fake heroes. All these heroes are fake. Right there, all of them except for All Might. They're all right there fakes. As Midoriya actually just looks at Ida in shock. And right there, Midoriya just says like, Ida, is this true? You came for revenge? For just to get your brother? He's just like confused. As Ida just says like, it's true, Midoriya, but how did he find me? As right there, Izuku just says like, never mind about how I actually found you. Sorry about this. Sorry about that. I have to deal with something. As right as Izuku just said like, don't worry about it. How I actually found you. Just that my like spider sense would tickle it. And right there, like Edith said like, he's trying to get up. As right there, Midoriya just says like, hey, don't move. Right there, you're actually pretty badly injured. Here. As right there, he goes and picks him up. As as right there, here the hero killer Stain just rushes towards Izuku. And right there, Majora just channel of one for all right there. Goes right there, does right there a kick towards right there his gut, send him flying back. He doesn't want to kill Stain because he knows that he has power. Like he knows that he has power, like probably to kill them. He doesn't want to kill Sting. That's not what One for All is. One for All is not meant for killing, of course. As with that, he when Sting is actually kicked away, Izuku right there puts Ida actually down next to like one corner dumpster or whatever. As right there, he said like, Ida, why? Of all people, I actually never thought would you be you to go down revenge. And right there, Edith just lashes out saying like, you don't understand Midoriya. He actually right there killed right there. No, not killed. He put my brother in the hospital. Right there, he's now paralyzed. He won't be able to use his legs again. And right there, Zuko just sighed and said like, I'm sorry for that, but this is actually not the right way to go down revenge. And right there is Edith is like, you don't know anything, Midoriya. As Izuku just says like, of course I do know about it, because this is what happened in the USJ, did it not? As Ida just remember, he says like, I'm sorry. As Midoriya says like, it's okay, people make mistakes. That's right there. We need to actually focus right there more on right there the hero killer Stain. But trust me, revenge is something right there we heroes don't do. It will only leave you right there to suffering and more of it. Trust me, I actually know how it actually feels. As with that, like Ida takes that to heart. He never expected it to come from Midoriya. As right there, the Stain that comes right there, saying like, kid, he kick hard. Ha, but don't worry, I'll kill you and your friends. And right there, he rushes towards Izuku, and he throws like a couple of knives. And Midoriya right there was about to use his reform, but just like that, ice just like goes up, shot out from the ground, protecting Midoriya and Ida. As he looks, he said, as he sees like, so you finally show up right there, Shoto. As Shoto just comes in, he said like, Midoriya, Ida, what are you guys doing here? I heard some noise coming from here, so as Midoriya just said like, long story short, Ida, Stain, nearly killed him, protecting him, and so you're on. Did that bring you up to date? As right there, Shoto said like, not really, but kind of, yeah, so thanks. As Stain said like, this is already getting annoying. More fake hero popping up left and right. With that, I'm actually pretty much have to kill you guys now where you stand. And he goes right there, takes out a sword, and he goes and throws like about like what 20 knives towards right there, and Shoto and Izuku. And right there, Midoriya just goes and like runs towards the knife. He catches them all as he throws it back towards Stain, but Stain just keeps on dodging it. As right there, Izuku just appears right behind Stain, delivering one kick, like one downhouse kick towards him. And right there, Shoto just like uses his flames and try and burn right there Stain. But Stain right there actually was actually so good. He used like one of his swords just to like block himself from the fire. Like he's pretty right there. Like he's suited pretty like well fire resistance. So yeah. As as with that Stain just rushes towards Shoto as right there he's trying to like slice him up in half. Is it like Shoto just keeps on dodging left and right as Izuku just goes and touches the wall, reforms the wall right there into like spikes, and spikes just goes rushing towards right there Sting. As with that, like saying keeps on dodging it, and as he jumps into the air, as Izuku says like, "Huh, got you." As right there, he reforms right there one of like what the roof, like like the rails of the roof, as it goes right there, wraps right there his hands around. Well, if you like how am I supposed to explain this? So basically, right there, the rails basically actually just tied him up on his wrist, so he can't really move. And right there, Stain just goes landing on the ground. He's like, "What? How?" As Izuku says, like, reform. It's pretty right there, good quick. As right there, Stain says, like, "No, you can't do this. There's so much fake people right there out there. There'll be the cost right there of this world to be that downfall." And Zuka just says like, "No, trust me. This hero society is already corrupt. I know that for sure. But what you are doing right there is trying to kill heroes. The heroes right there who are actually trying to save people. Yeah, sure, they may think about fame and so on, but they also care about people's lives too. But right now, you're just killing right there heroes. Heroes right there that actually probably have family. And so, like, he goes and gives him that talk. Stain just sees that this kid, he's not like the rest of the heroes. Like, he's different. As with that, the police, finally arrive. They take Stain and so on. As Izuku just remembers, like, oh, wait. Ah, Nejuri, Ryuku, guys, I'm actually sorry. I actually gotta go. As right there, Ida said like, wait, Midoriya, thank you, thank you. I I was so wrong. As Midoriya just said like, no problem, Ida. We are friends after all. And with that, he just fully leaves the place with Shota saying like, huh. So I better clean up this mess. Well, not really like the mess, but the Nomus, you know what I'm talking about. And right there, he goes and takes Ida because he's actually pretty injured. He takes him to the to one ambulance or whatever. As we're gonna switch point of views, as Midoriya right now is actually just going to building to building looking for Nejiri. He said like, damn it, I've been so caught up right there finding the hero killer Stain. I even forgot about Nejiri. God, please right there, please be alive. As he goes right there, he finds Nejiri already wrapping the Nomus around some tapes and so on. So they can't move. They literally can't move. As he sees nothing bad happen to them, as he just lands down next to them. As right then, Nejiri just runs up to Izuku, gives him like a hug, and also like a deep passionate kiss. As Majora was actually taken off by God. He said like, uh, "It's okay, Nejiri. I'm good." As right then, Nejiri just starts a little bit right now of a water cry and say like, "I thought you actually died." And Izuku said like, "What? Why would you think I actually died? I was, I actually ran into some trouble." And Riku just says like, "What do you mean some trouble?" And Izuku goes to explain about the hero killer Stain and how he actually fought. As once they actually heard about it, they were completely shocked, but also happy at the same time that Midoriya handled it. That he was able to go up against the hero killer Stain. As with that, Netri just goes right there, gives him one pull on the ear. As Azuka said like, ow, wait, what was that for? As Nedry said like, for going up right there against a dangerous right there villain. You could have gotten yourself hurt. Probably worse. As Azuka said like, my apologies, dear. As right there, Nedry pouts, he said like, don't call me that. You know what to call me. As Azuka just said like, fine, babe. As right there, Nedry just has like a huge smile on her face, and she's like, "That's much better." As with that, Riku just grinning right there with the scene, and see like how these two are actually a perfect couple. As I'm probably might go and do a time skip because like everything plays out similar towards the anime. As a time skip to where they actually get back from the hero course. As right now, Izuku is now actually in class. Like he's actually no, not actually in class, but he's actually walking to class. As he's not alone, he's actually with Mirio, Tamaki, and Nejiri. As they're walking, they're talking, they're chillaxing. As right there, they're talking about right there how like what Aries is now right there like what going to school now like and so on, things like that. As they're walking, like Izuku just says like, "Oh, this is my class," and so on. He goes and says goodbye, so on, and saying that, "Oh yeah, and Nejire, do you know like have plans and so on?" As Nejire says like, "No, why?" After that, Izuku just kind of blush. He says like, well, I was actually wondering if we can go on a date." As like Nedry's face actually just and like turns into like a grin and also a happy one. You feel like, oh yeah, totally. I would actually love to go on a date. And Mira right there just grinning like, so you two right there are actually getting so much closer to each other. This is so beautiful. As with that, Izuku just said like, hey, we're not like we're not gonna do anything like aggressive or something like or something like that. As as Mirror said, like, oh, I know, just like seem like you're a little bit too young. As Izuku just appeared right behind like Miro, trying to right there punch it, but Miro just like permanate to the ground, and Miro just said like, miss me. As Izuku said like, God damn it, I actually hate your guts. As right there, Tom Keith just said like, well, I'm actually about to dip. I'll see you later, Izuku. As he says inside a bold tone, as he just walks away with Mario just giving him two thumbs up. As with Nejire, she just goes and kisses him. As right there, she just says goodbye. As Izuku just waves, he says goodbye to her. As Midori says like, this is just the life. And he just walks into class. And he sees like his whole classroom is actually there. As not just that, they're actually close to the door, like really close. As Izuku like sees them, he says like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you guys doing here? As close to the door, as right there, they all yell like, "You got yourself a girlfriend?" As Majora just said like, "Oh yeah, her name is actually called Nedry. We started dating. Well, let's just say after the sports festival." He doesn't lie through his teeth because if he brings up right the fact that it happened after the USJ, they will probably feel down as Mandela just kissed him, so like, damn you bastard Midoriya, get yourself right there, hot chick, before me. As Bakio just shouts out, deku, you nerd. As right there, he goes to the like channel of explosion, tries to explode him. As Midoriya just puts his hands out, touching the explosion, it literally just turns to dust. As Izuku just said like, yeah, that's not gonna work on me, Kachan. As he goes and takes his seat. As right there, Mina just creeps up behind him. She's like, so how far have you guys actually gotten? And Dora just jumps. As he said like, what do you mean how far we got? We haven't like what's this dating? And right there, as Mina said like, oh, dating, huh? I saw you during like your like internship. You guys are a little bit more than dating, aren't you? As you can say, I have no idea what you're talking about. As is as me and Duck go to release the big secret and say like, hmm. So I actually heard that rumors that he actually have like a daughter now, and Jordan spits like what spits wherever he was actually drinking. As yes, I'm just gonna do that. As everyone in class is saying like, wait, what? No way, you you as right the majority just like, wait, calm down. It's not what it actually looks like. And right there, Bongo just gets so mad. He's like, you damn no, now you're actually right there, Dad. And he just thinks about this. He's like, wait, should I be mad or like like what happy? I don't know what to think about it anymore. After right there, like Ida just runs up right there. It's like, young Midoriya, you cannot right there have a child right now. You're only right there about 16, and he goes and does that lecture thing, and saying right there that he's too young. He like you need to focus more in school. Like you can't like this is inappropriate of him. As Midoriya just says like, guys, like let me just tell you, she's not really my real daughter. Her name is actually called Aries, and like I met her like a while back, and like I took her in as like my daughter, and she thinks of Nedry as a mother and me as a father. So we're just rolling with it. And with that, it like before the class has anything to say, like Eraserhead just shows up. He says like, "All right, everybody, take your seats. Class is now in session." As with that, they all take their seats, and right there is Eraserhead just goes and says like, "Okay, some of you guys have probably actually heard the news right there that UA has actually gone into few upgrades." As right there, like Momo just says like, "Yeah, I actually heard about it. That there's actually like a new course. I actually don't know what that is, but I also heard that there's actually dorms now. Will we be dorming here, sir?" And like, sir, as Eraser's head that said like, "Yes, I already talked to all of your parents, and right there, what you guys will actually be moving in right now." And they say like, "Wait, what? Right now? Wait, what do you mean right now?" As right there, Eraser's head that said like, "Your things are already moved to your dorms. It was actually due right there this early in the morning. Don't ask how we did it. We just did it." As right there, they say like, "Wait, so we don't have a say in this?" Right there, or like all Rocket says. And right there, Razorhead just says like, "This is for your safety reasons," and yes, you have no say in it. As right there, like Ojoro says like, "Sir, is our sensei. I was actually wondering like the other thing that you said about the other upgrades on UA, as like Eraserhead has said like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. UA right now actually has a children course right there for children, young people who actually wants to train to be actually heroes. So yeah, as the class is just silence, and they said like, wait, what? As right there, Midori just said like, oh yeah, I actually told Nezu to do that. As right there, they said like, you told Nezu to do that? Like, what? And Joyce is like, well, to be honest, like area that I've been telling you about, she's kind of gonna be living here now in UA with me. So, yeah. As the class was actually just stunned about this, they said like, okay, I don't know what to think about it like anymore. Now I'm actually gonna do a time skip. Um, I want to get this thing quickly. Like what get into the good part, I'm gonna go and quickly go to the test. Like like Deku and like Nedry already had the date, and so on. As the class, they they got shown into the dorms originally inside the anime, and so on. It's just that the difference is when when they are actually chilling inside the room. Nedry, like not Nedry, Eri just comes along, and like if they could just introduce them to like her daughter, like to like Class 1A to no, he introduced Eri to Class 1A, aka his daughter, whatever. As the class was just they were actually just let's just say they were shocked, jealous, and also right there fun about this idea. As you can see like Eri was just so cute. It was just like oh like you would die. Like I like Eri is just so cute. She's just so cute, guys. I can't even like I can't even say myself. Eri is also cute myself. Like so yeah. As yeah, let's just time skip to the test. As let's just let's just say that right now Class 1A is actually getting themselves ready because it's actually now right there the practice test as they're actually right there inside like what Beta City C as they're actually just waiting for the teachers to come as like they come as they go and tell them that they'll be doing a test. As Kirishima and Mina say like, oh, we're gonna be fighting robots, bang bang, fireworks and so on. As Nezu just said like, no, you won't be fighting robots. But for your test, you'll be fighting the teachers from UA. And with that, everybody just stays quiet. They say like, what? Wait, why? I thought as right then Nessie just said like, yeah, I actually right there heard your conversation accent right there the upper years about like what that test. So I actually changed it up a little. As right there, everybody right there now actually stunned about this. As they actually go into the voting, the thing stays the same for the team up as Mina and Cheer like Kaminari is like that teamed up with Nezu, Izawa, Shoto, and Momo. Like they're paired up. Izuku and Bakugo, they're all paired up. Like it goes similar towards inside that inside the anime. As we're gonna have to do a time skip. Everything plays out similar. It's just that when it actually gets to the to Zuko and Bakugo, Izuku right there is actually now inside the city with Bakugo. And right there, there's this walking. It's just like awkward silence. Izuku right there like thinks he wants to forgive him, but he also can't because he's also an ass. So this is actually just total gonna be difficulty. As they're just actually walking until right there Bakugo decides to talk up. He says like, hey nerd, right there, leave All Might to me. I don't actually need your help. And right there Majority said like, yeah right, you need my help with this. Cause All Might is actually not gonna be going down that easily. And you can't take him alone. And Bakugo just says like, watch me you nerd. As with that, they're walking to right there, they can hear noise. And with that armor just shouts out, have no fear, for I am here. And he goes and lands right there in front of them. As Majora just jumps out of the way with Bakugo. And right there, Bakugo says like, gotcha! Now die! As right there, he goes and shoots like an explosion towards All Might. Well, All Might actually just put on just standing there, nothing really happened. And All Might says like, that all you got, young Bakugo? As right there, Bakugo says like, I'm not done yet. He keeps on shooting explosion. As Majority just goes and channel up one for all, about like 30%. He can use 50%, but he doesn't want to cause destruction or his teammates some harm or like like something like that and like that. As with that, he goes right there trying right there to do a roundhouse kick. As he missed, but he actually grazed All Might's like what cheeks. And Midoriya just thinks about it like he totally not forgiving All Might, because what actually did hurt him to this day, hurt him so much. They're saying that from the time he actually met him, that sorry cannot be a hero without quirk. And so you're on training him, then after that full on betraying him inside the USJ, and now this like he doesn't know what to think. As with that, Majora just goes and goes, puts his hands on the ground, he just shouts out, "Reform!" And right there, he reforms like the land, like only the part where Bakugo and he are standing on, like they're actually on land, but the rest just turns into water as Ahmed is now like inside the water. And Midoriya just goes and shouts out reform. And right now Ahmed is now inside like what, a prison dome. As and let's just say it's actually kind of like what, um let's call it like, yes, an Earth prison dome. As right now, All Might is actually wondering like a way to get out. Until right then, Midoriya actually just goes and puts spikes like all around All Might for him not to move. As right there, Midoriya says like, "Give up right there, All Might. Check and mate." As this fight actually ends really quickly with Deku and his reform. It's just like a whole nother level, guys. It's a whole nother level. But should I keep going or should I end it? Cause I was actually planning to do like a Naruto what if. I I think I should. Yeah, I'm actually gonna end it, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video. I know it's actually not that epic fight scene that I'm actually doing, but I'm more focusing on Naruto. And guys, before I actually go, the new post that I actually put up on the Issei what if, I'm actually gonna do it not as a betray. I'm not gonna do a betray, cause whatever. And Riz is not gonna be part of the harem. If you guys actually wondering why do I hate Riz, think about it. She let Issei to die by a fallen angel, and she did nothing. That doesn't sit well in my book. So yeah, I hate her. So the ship won't be Riz. As the alpha would be Irene. Like, what I actually meant about the four main girls, I meant Irene, Akano, Yumi, female Kiba, and Rosaline. That's what I actually meant about it, guys. As he will have a harem, but those are four are actually the main girls. So yeah, I'm not giving you guys a heads up. But with that, I'm actually going to start recording Naruto What If. My What If Kaguya had a daughter? Probably with that, because you guys actually love that What If. So, guys, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys inside the next one. Peace.